Hey everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at more things people say about No Man's Sky next. This is episode number 4 in my series where I take your comments and read them back out and give my thoughts, share my opinions and respond to you guys about what you say about No Man's Sky next. So let's start off today with You Wish. You Wish says, want to know a secret? This functionality, rarity, is already in the game. It's just not visible. Any PC modder for No Man's Sky can confirm this. Guys, I think I've just spilled the beans here. Do you know that functionality is already in the game? Because apparently it's just not visible. Okay, so I think what You Wish is saying is that some people have found that rarity is already in the game. I don't know if you're talking about to the degree of, was it connection, common, connection, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary? That one? Is it that specifically, or is it sort of something else? Because obviously we have the CBA S class ranks already in there. Is it similar to that? Is it something completely different? What is it? It'd be helpful if someone knows what this is referring to. It'd be really helpful if you could drop it in the comments below what you think this is about. Neron or Neron, Neron AH, Neron I think it will be across the board with everything. So this is in regards to the rarity. If you already have an S-class multi-tool or ship, I bet it will default to common S-class. Would give old players a leg up while not totally outclassing the new players, plus to give the old players incentive to keep exploring. That's a cool idea actually. So it's kind of like combining the new rarity system with the class system, which are different things. The class system is kind of separate to a rarity system to some degree. Obviously, it's harder to find an S-class multi-tool or an S-class ship or an S-class freighter, but a lot of the times kind of just, it's a lot more money to get. Whereas a rarity system is more in terms of how easy it is to locate and not necessarily how expensive it is, because a rarity system might be in regards to literally finding stuff. You find it, you loot it, and it's yours immediately. You don't have to buy it, you just find it. So that's what it could be referring to. Could it be combined with the current class system? Yeah, potentially, by all means it could. It might make things maybe too complex, but I do like the idea of having different levels of the different classes. So yeah, you can get an S class, but there are different levels of it, and there's like maybe the class, maybe the rarity could be in reference to the way it looks or something about it. The rarity is in reference to, and then the class is in reference to another part of how good or bad it is. I don't know how it would work, but it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. And yeah, it would give other players, older players, incentive to keep exploring, so you don't just find an S class and that's it. You could get a epic S class and you're like, no, I want that legendary one, I want the legend, so it keeps you going all the way to the end. 2010 Land Cruiser Colin Mafia, that's a mouthful of a name, says the colors match the solar system colors, so they could be just replacing the jumbled names, i.e. Prosperous could become legendary, but there are buildable loot boxes in the game which are expensive to build, so why not leave friends a rare item, i.e. a 24 slot multi-tool. They had this in Watch Dogs. I remember leaving money for players to find. I'd love to do that. It's what looting is all about. Legally, lol. Okay, so you're saying it could be that the solar systems will change. The names will change to make it easier to identify roughly how good or bad they are. I think that would work well, because sometimes the names of planets and the descriptions of them are so out there. It's like, I don't know if this is a good description or a bad one, or like what is it supposed to mean. And definitely the solar systems, if it was just like, this is an epic solar system, and you have different danger levels, the different economy factors as well. But in terms of the actual resources that are in there, epic could suggest, yep, this is going to have epic loot in there. Not everywhere, but you'll have a higher chance of finding epic loot there. That could be a thing. And the other thing you're talking about is leaving loot for players. And yeah, multiplayer is going to be in the game. It would be awesome to, instead of we can leave the communication balls and everything, we can leave the messages for people, if we could actually leave loot, so that maybe we're working with players. Let's say I'm playing with Mac 4 a day, who's, you know, on the other side of the Atlantic, and he's a few hours behind me and he's at work, and then I'm playing and I want to leave him something, but we can't play at the same time. I could like go to his planet and leave a box for him with some loot that I found as like a gift, and give it to him and then leave. And then he comes home, he logs on, and at his base is a little box and he can open it up and there's some loot there that I found. That would be a really nice thing to have in the game and would really hone in and focus on the community aspect of No Man's Sky. JosephC with a long list here, but all really cool ideas, so I'm going to read all of them. He says, I'm sure the game will be great with or without these, but here are some ideas I've had. One idea, maybe they should add sentinel lairs and strongholds where they create sentinels. Destroying them gives sentinel free periods in an area. Yeah, that is awesome. That is something I was talking about with my sentinel boss idea, and you've taken that and transformed it into something else. And I do think generally, however it could be implemented into the game, some sort of way to have a sentinel stronghold, a sentinel boss, some sort of high level target to destroy, that in turn would allow us to remove sentinel presence either partially or completely, and it would give us an objective in a solar system to go around and be like, okay, there are loads of sentinels in this area, in this solar system. There's a really nice planet here that I want, but I can't go on it because there are loads of sentinels. Okay, my mission now, locate the sentinel strongholds, locate the sentinel bosses, take them out, and then I have the solar system to myself. But that in itself is a mini mission and will take up your time and will give you a reason to play. So definitely something like that I would love to see put in the game. The Space Pirates should have more of an organization behind them, which you can join maybe. Yeah, hopefully that's something we can do with next, especially with these multi-crew ships that seem to be coming to the game. I also want wilder variety, huge alien glowing trees, more creature types, etc. Yep. Rare legendary boss creatures that are discoverable and maybe unkillable. Oh yeah, unkillable. Interesting. Kind of like the sandworm, I guess. You know, something huge, massive, kind of like the giraffe creatures in Horizon Zero Dawn. Obviously they don't attack you, but something that you see as a sight and it's like, wow, I've seen one of these in the wild and I've documented it, and then that's it. And there's only sort of a few of them in the whole universe, or like, you know, every 50 galaxies, every 50 solar systems or something, you find one. That would be awesome. This one is a stretch. Creatures with real evolutionary defenses like camouflage. Oh god. Alright. Hopefully somewhere down the line something like that could come along. But yeah, for now I just want to be able to see my hands in the game. And space whales? Question mark? Yeah. One can dream. And lastly, FunnyImps says, I was just chatting with people earlier today saying I think this would be more co-op based multiplayer. 4-player quests with huge bosses and great rewards would be really cool, I think. Yes, so just sort of reiterating again, people would like to see some sort of boss mechanic into the game if you're playing with your friends. Not necessarily like raids or anything like that, not the Division or, you know, World of Warcraft level of that, but some sort of target to go after and attack together that would really create some sort of challenge and would make you think twice about going near it. Would be awesome. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave your ideas and your thoughts in the comments below, and in the next video I might read them and share your thoughts and respond to them, and we can get chatting. What do you think will come in No Man's Sky next in addition to multiplayer? What are your thoughts on having a boss or some sort of target to attack and kill in order to limit sentinel presence in a solar system? Do you like that idea? And yeah, you excited for next? I am. I really am. Some people aren't, so let me know what you're feeling about it. As always, please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.